And then
there we go.
So we should be live. Like I said, there will be a little bit of a delay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're just getting the full moon. Yes, we are on.
Yep.
You are live. I don't know about how our vocals are. If somebody's watching, we will be able to see if our vocals are all right. In fact, I can test. That's what I'll do and then I'll unmute it. We'll be able to see if our vocals are all right. Right, obviously, because you've got your microphone near your speakers, we're doing a little bit of...
Just what we were afraid of, yeah.
Yeah, so you either have to move that or stick your the earphones that you've got, you're going to have to stick in. But you're alive, mate.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. You are absolutely alive. It's working lovely.
Yeah, let's see if that's not a little bit better. It turned that...
Now, you by the looks of it, you're going to be able to up your bit rate a little bit as well.
All right. So...
Well, I wouldn't do that now.
Right. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, all them bits that you do, but you are live, and it's not stuttering. If you look at your on your phone or whatever else, you'll be able to see you're not stuttering. It's working brilliant. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
I've done this a few times with people of showing them how OBS works and elements and stuff, and they've just completely not grabbed it. But you've grabbed it from the start, so you've done really, really well, mate. Well done.
Well, I played around with the other one for a little bit, so I've watched like 3 videos on it, but unless you've got somebody there talking to you to, actually, no, that's not the right thing, like you did a couple times.
Yeah.
It's hard
just
to
talk you through.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just to get you started, and all the other extra little bits you'll learn yourself. Like you said, you'll watch a bit of YouTube, or if you need me, you just come and get me. I'll come and whatever you need. But we've got all the vocals. You're on screen, and it's just a start, isn't it?
Yeah, and like you said, the bitrate looks pretty good. It's not stuttering and carrying on like what it did when I tried it with the other computer. So
yeah, like I said to you, a lot of people try and go too high. Obviously, mine's at 5,000, but I did it at 2,500 for a long time, and it never bothered me. So, yeah. Like you can see it, people aren't that bothered as long as you can see you. I don't know what we're coming out at. I think you're going to be. We're at 1080p, wasn't it?
That's what we set it at. So 0 drop frames.
CPU's no drop frames.
0 dropped frames. CPU's only at 14%.
Yeah,
30 frames per second. Probably pushed a little bit more. 2,700 on the KBS. So
yeah, that's what you wanted it.
Yeah,
you're absolutely spot on. Like you said, you could push it, but you can do tests. Like obviously we've gone live now, but you can go tests and not put it to the community. You can do it like as a So you can watch it back. You can up it. You can down. You know what I mean? And until you find that it's okay. But I'm watching this now, and there's no jerkiness to it or anything.
Yeah. I don't. Of course, I don't get the stream health stuff. I don't think.
But you can come off of, like you're on now. You can go back, and it does tell you on there. But on mine, it does tell you the stream's sort of health, which I'll show you how to add that to the screen.
Yeah, right now the general is showing as excellent on YouTube. So.
Yeah, that's it. So if it's showing excellent on there, you're all fine. It does come up sometimes saying you're not putting enough video out or whatever else. It's just YouTube, but everything's normally fine.
Yeah, I'll just have to figure out how to sign in to.
I think that's because when we did the other account, when you put your YouTube, when you sign in with Elements, you're going to sign in with Elements for it. But it's obviously done it because it's.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't do the.
Yeah, it's a bit strange that.
But it may be one of those things that I just have to do it a second time. Sometimes.
Yeah, go out of it and come back into it, and then when you did your next stream, it'd come up. Yeah, I think that'd be it. Yeah, I'm way happy. I'm really glad that it look fine.
Yeah.
And again, have you got something like Premiere Paint or whatever it is, Paint
I've
Shop?
I've got the one that came with the Windows 10. I've got Paint 3D Plus or something like that.
There's another one as well that I use. It's free and it's really really good. I'll tell you that, and you can use that one. It's very very simple to do, and you can cut people's heads out and everything, or cut things out. But what you can do is obviously I did that just to get you started. So what you can do is go on to something like that, stick it at the base, which is 920 1080, and then you can just build it however you want it. You can even put a green bit on the back, where you want to fit that and layer it, because you can move up and down in your scenes.
Right.
And you can put your picture behind that, and that's where the green screen sort of comes into it. So you can just sit behind it.
Right.
So you can have a little bit of a cutout. So you've not got that grey background.
Right.
So then, but yeah, you're not dropping any rates at all. I've not seen any spinning or anything.
It's not showing anything on here, and looks like it's going good on the phone. So.
And there is 5 people watching. 2 of them are going to be you and me, so there is 3 people there. So if you can, just give us a little bit hello in chat. If you can, just to let us know that you can hear us and everything's all right. I don't know if Mick's in there.
Well, it's kind of late your time, so he may have fallen asleep in front of the computer again.
Mick's poor old Mick. He's like the kids. Obviously, we're all isolated because the kids have got COVID. So I think Mick's isolating as well. I think he's had to. Poor lad.
I think he said something about that in one of his streams or something.
Yeah,
he was self-isolating.
He's isolating. It's been an absolute nightmare with the kids. It's been a real nightmare.
Oh, man.
And he said, and another thing as well out here over in the UK, it's all hot and muggy as well. It's not a nice night.
Yeah.
It's all hot and muggy. I hate it when it's like that.
And you guys don't have air conditioners much at homes, do you?
Yeah, we haven't got air conditioning. We all have fans. That's what we have. We use fans. It's not warm enough in this country to have air conditioning. Some places people have air conditioning, but normally they don't. We've just got big fans.
Yeah, our low for last night was like 80 degrees, so it's probably 90 today. Well, actually, it's probably lower than that now because of all the rains and storms and stuff that came through. But a lot of times this time of year, we're looking at 90-degree days here.
Yeah, we've had some storms. We've had some storms here. It's been raining today. So it's that's one of the things I do like about it, when you get a bit of a storm, and it takes this, because it's really muggy.
Yeah.
That's what you get. It's not like it's overly hot. It's just that it's muggy.
Yeah.
And you can't breathe. It's horrible at night. They're not the greatest. I'm trying to put a coil in. It's one of these small. It's the new Digiflavor. It's just come out. It's the Siren Mouth to Lung RTA version 4. There's a lot of versions of stuff coming out these days.
Yeah, the new Fat Rabbit.
Yeah, I've got it here.
Yeah, I saw your preview on it. I watched it last night.
Oh yeah, on Patreon. Yeah, I can't show it like to like on the actual channel, but I can show it to the Patreon people. But I can't show it to.
Yeah, it's already been shown by a few people.
Have they? Have they already shown it?
Yeah, there's Vic's got pictures up of it.
No, what Vic's got up is he's got the marketing picture, which is the blacked out one, but the other one is the vulva, or vulva. I call it the vulva, which was going to be his tank, but it looks like it's been now moved to the fat rabbit.
Yeah.
Because it looks exactly the same. So, yeah, but some people do. Some people, they did say they didn't want it being shown, so I'll do my best to do as I'm told.
Yeah, that's your income. That, no doubt on that.
Well, it's not my income, but if they say we don't want that being shown out there, I'll listen to them. Some reviewers don't.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess the marketing. Obviously, they want it released by. They're going to release it by a certain date, so they don't want anybody seeing it.
Yeah.
I should have put my glasses on for the. Oh, that's not very good. I've got a shaky finger. Yeah, so it's not no freezing, no nothing now. You're all good to go.
Yeah, it looks like it's still running real good on it. No drop after that.
What's your sort of plan for what shows you're going to be doing?
Mostly just kind of like what we had talked about before, just kind of a hangout with friends kind of thing. Just life in general. If something big's coming out, maybe talk about trailers and things like that. The new Halloween trailer, the new Fear Street series.
Is there a new Halloween coming out?
Yeah, coming out in October.
Oh, what the hell? What's that now? What number are they on?
This will be the 12th one.
Jesus. They've got some money out of that, haven't they?
Yeah. A little bit of a milk job.
A little bit, I think. How many times can he come back?
Well, they keep restarting their timeline. They don't keep necessarily resurrecting him. This one, the one that came out in 2019 or 2018, was a direct sequel to the original, and this is a sequel to that one. So,
right.
So they just disregarded everything that had come out after the first one.
Some of these, and some of them are not very good either, are they?
No, there's quite a few that aren't real good, but well, I mean, some people love them. Some people that's their favorite thing, but for me, the Halloween series 1, 2, and 4, and then the rest of them are kind of not much for me.
A bit crap.
Yeah.
They've definitely got the money's worth out there, though, haven't they?
Yep.
Right time of year as well.
Yep.
So what we're doing, what we're going to do this year. Have they got any originals back or anything?
The original what?
Cast.
Oh, yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis has come back. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she came back for the last one, and then she's coming back for this one. And of course, Donald Pleasance has passed away, so.
Yeah.
And,
I like Jamie Lee Curtis. She's been in some really, really good films.
Yeah. She has. She's got a really good, solid, and diverse, movie list that she's been through.
Yeah, she's as well as it's not going to bother her with there being so many sequels and that. She's coming. I think she's coming down to the end of her sort of career now, isn't she?
Yeah.
So if you're just having like one movie a year in October, it's not bad, is it?
No, she's at the point where she can pick and choose what she wants to do, and
It's not like she needs money, is it?
Probably not. I don't. She's not one of those I've ever heard anything about, gambling problems or.
Well, I'm trying to think of her dad. She had a problem with the family, didn't they? I think there were problems with the family. I think she was talking about it, and I can't remember. I just know there was some problem with the family, and she did talk about it on something. Yeah. I can't remember the exact what it was. But yeah, she's made her money. She's been in quite a number of big films.
Yeah.
Same as like Sigourney Weaver. She did it as well, didn't she? She made a lot of money.
Yeah.
I did watch a good film yesterday. Tomorrow's War.
Yeah, I've seen the preview for it. It looks interesting.
Yeah, it were really, really good. I watched that. I watched it on Cinema HD. Really, really good. And well, I won't spoil it for you because obviously you're going to want to watch it. But yeah, it is really good. Starts off a little bit slow, and you think, where the hell is this going? But once it gets into it, you're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I quite like that. But Louise has been watching this Loki. I watched the first couple of them, and I thought this isn't very good. This, but she loves it. New series.
Yeah. I
Have you
hadn't seen
watched
any
it?
of those. I like the Marvel movies, but I hadn't seen any of that series or the other one.
Yeah, it's. I wasn't overly keen on it. I watched a couple of them, and like my brother likes it, and my sister-in-law they like it, and Lou likes it. But like I said, I'm not overly keen. Oh, how deep's that? It's all right. I'm looking this for the first time, so I have to check how.
Oh, that first initial build.
Yeah, it's just. It looks quite a deep. It's an RTA, so do the first one. Don't do the second one, because if I do it that way, then if I've not took enough off, I can always pull a little bit more through. It does you a bit of a rake out.
Yeah, RTAs can be a bit tricky sometimes.
Yeah, I had a little look at it. Again, you don't want to be stuffing it in there. The actual wicking ports remind me a little bit like the Pandora. That's sat in there nicely. Probably I'll end up doing that. I'll be really, really gurgly. Give that on a little bit of a rake out.
Yeah, I know a lot of people had issues with getting the wicking right for the bulk, and that was one that I knocked out. First time, pretty much every time.
Yeah, I didn't have any problem with that. Well, another couple of people had problems with the Troll X.
Yeah.
And I had no problem with that. It was quite simple. Yeah, it was quite simple to do. I've worked on it. When I first ever started vaping, I was terrible at building. And I was terrible at wicking stuff. I'd have dry hits or it were leaking. I'll say that now, and this will leak.
Didn't you say yesterday that you had Miss Louise build all your stuff for you for a while?
Louise used to do it at the beginning, but for me, she used to be able to do it a lot better. So I used to leave it for Louise to do it. And then obviously when we're reviewing, you've got to get on and sort it yourself.
Yeah. And
Mark used to take the mess out of me. Oh, you get Louise to do your wicking and in your building. She used to build little coils with me,
Yeah.
I was always a stock coil, as they call them, stock coil wankers. I always used to have stock coil tanks. One of the first ones with the Atlantis. Try Atlantis. I've got it still down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, really nice stuff. But yeah, eventually, and then because you review that much and you're constantly building stuff, you just learn.
Yep. And then you have to build on camera.
Yeah. Building on camera is that's the hard work.
I did it once just to kind of do an RDA basic tutorial, just how to wick a dripper kind of thing. And even though it was one of those super simple ones, you literally you just pull the cotton down and cut it. It was still kind of difficult trying to keep it on the camera and and remembering to talk while you're doing it. So yeah, I feel you on that one.
Well, if I'm totally honest with you, I don't talk on the build bit of it. I talk down low now. I used to not talk at all. I used to just do it there. But the down low bit, I don't talk because I wouldn't be able to concentrate, and there'd be more bits than anything. It is. It can. I do feel so sorry for people when they're trying to build on camera.
Yeah.
It can be an absolute nightmare.
Just kind of build it and play your music over it and voice over later if you need to.
Yeah, but it's very. A lot of people tell you this. A lot of the reviewers. It is very forgiving when you do it that sort of way, because you can cut things out, and if it's not quite gone right, you can cut things back. You know what I mean? If you haven't quite placed the coil right, but you want to make sure that you're showing them where you want that coil placed, then you can sort of take it off camera and make sure you get it placed, and then show it back so they can see where the coil placement you roughly want it. Because obviously, if you're building the leisure in your own home, then it doesn't really matter, does it? You can. But when you're building it on camera, you sort of like want to get it done first.
Yeah, when you're trying to do it to help somebody out and show them how to do it, you actually want it right. If I'm just doing it for myself, I can slap it in there and just play with it until I get it exactly where, you know.
Well, if I'm telling you, that's what I've done with this. I've just basically slapped it in. I've just slapped it in, looked at where I wanted to have the coil placement. This has got quite a different way of the airflow working. It's got a sort of like a gauge of where the airflow works. So, not got any leaking. No leaking is always a good start. I always like it when I'm not leaking. What am I going to put this on? I've got lights up there. We'll put it on this. On a cold steel. Yeah, you've got no problem, mate. It's all working good.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to do real good, so.
Yeah, let me know when your first live is so I can come and have a watch.
Well, I would say it'd be really late for you, but hell, it's already 12:30 your time, so.
Oh, mate, you should know me. I'm up all times of the night. It's just the way I am.
The other night you messaged me. It was like 9 o'clock here, and I'm going, Jesus, it's like 6 a.m. Go to bed.
Yeah, you did say that. You said to me, go to bed. I was just finishing some bits. So the good thing at that time, anyway, well, normally about 4 o'clock I go to bed, but like this time, there's nobody about.
Yeah.
And it's quite easy to do.
Yeah, you can relax. You don't have to worry about the kids yelling and stomping and carrying on.
That's quite nice, huh? I don't know if a lot of people will like the drip tip.
Ooh.
I think they give you another one in there.
I got the Vape Fly Galaxies.
What's that like? I've not had that.
And it came with one of those long drip tips, and it came with this little short one. And I didn't really like the long one. I thought I would, but I didn't care for it.
I can't see much difference in the airflow. I've not read any manuals or anything. I don't do that. I'm a proper man. You know, like, we don't need manuals.
Yeah.
We just...
The directions are just in case you can't figure it out on your own.
Yeah, that's what they're. You've got to figure it out on your own. I think that's the part of being a man. You've got to make sure that you just go and try it.
Well, you do it often enough and all that for the most part you should be able to figure out.
Yeah, there's some things with it's like mods as well. I've had, especially if you get in the reviewers pack. If you get a reviewers pack sent to you, sometimes it's obviously not the full retail. So sometimes it doesn't have all the manuals in it. So you've got to then go through the menu and you go, oh, I didn't know you had that. And I didn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not a bad looking thing.
No.
I like the look of it.
I like the way it looks. I don't think I would care much for that length of a drip tip, but.
Yeah, it is a rather large drip tip, isn't it? I'm looking at it wrong camera. No, don't look at me, Aidan. Sorry, I've not made my background blur now, but yeah.
Yeah. I think this one's about as long a drip tip as I'm gonna want. So.
Yeah, I think they must put another drip tip in here, just because I don't think everybody will like that drip tip. Yeah, they put another one in.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit more. If you can see that again, get my face out of it.
Yep.
A bit more stubby. I like them sort of Gandalfy sort of look to it.
I love the look.
I got that bit done. Right then, if you're happy, we can.
Yeah.
So what you can do now is transition to your good night.
Yeah.